Thomas? Are you there? It's okay to talk now.
Anna, are you safe?
Yes, I'm back at the lab. I stopped the theater fire, but then my father started it again.
I fear the worst, Anna. It sounds like he's using Edgar's Risk Atlas.
Is Edgar's Risk Atlas dangerous?
It allowed Edgar to see too far into time, and that changed him deeply. He became untethered to the people and the places he once cared for.
Untethered? Do you think that's already happened to my father?
Not yet. Your father is still talking to you. But Edgar abandoned me to this asylum, knowing that I dreaded each day for fear he was out there somewhere, orchestrating some terrible event merely to torment me.
I can't believe your own son would do that.
I blame myself for what he became. I only wanted all the Elsies of the world to be safe from harm. But I understood the destructive power of my invention too late.
Who is Elsie, Thomas? You mentioned her in your lab notes.
Why, my daughter, of course.
Anna, first, it's imperative that you find a Tantalite.
A Tantalite what? I've lost him.
Hello, not Thomas.
Darwin! How many others are traveling through time?
Darwin doesn't know. He was just resumed to life today.
Yes, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm getting a little resumed too. Why did my father want to burn the place down?
Perhaps to impress upon her the complexity of risk?
Well, she's impressed. And not just with the complexity of risk. What happened? Did the theater really burn down? Or was that a nightmare?
If it was in the book, it really happened.
What's in the center of the room?
Darwin doesn't know. It used to be the azimuth projector.
What are these pipes on the walls?
Not pipes, projectors.
Azimuth projectors?
Ambro-type projectors.
Nice going, Thomas. I'm officially confused. What about this room?
This is the azimuth projection room. Unless it's not.
No riddles, Darwin. Tell me the truth.
Thomas says truth is for philosophers. Scientists only want facts.
Where should I look for it? Edgar was experimenting with it. Probably right here in the lab.
That was a hundred and many Abelings ago.
Isn't Tantalite dangerous? Edgar wrote that he was extremely anxious about it. He even called it vile and rapacious.
Find a Tantalite.
Is it a crystal? Like the topaz and onyx Edgar wrote about?
Topaz, onyx, topaz, amethyst. Darwin has no idea.
Do you know what a Tantalite is?
Tantalite is...
What are you trying to say?
Find a Tantalite.
This projector has a flower on the front. Does the rose symbolize something to the Abelings? Journals of Industrial Accidents. The symbols match the ones on the ceiling. The slide projector has a drawing of a bird on it. It's a hemisphere of polished metal. This chair is the one thing I'm sure I know how to use. This chair is the one thing I'm sure I know how to use. This slide projector has the image of a book on it. A whole bunch of big glass slides.
The correct term is ambrotypes.
Thank you, Darwin. I appreciate you trying to help me develop a 19th century vocabulary. My great times 3 grandfather. Something's odd about that painting. Purple checked coat, blue striped bird. I don't think so. Green book with circles, red rose. Strange details. I've seen a green book like that somewhere. A purple checked coat. I've seen that recently. A red rose. Logical. Makes sense. A bird could have blue stripes. It controls something, but what? I think it controls whatever's in the center of this room. I think it controls whatever's in the center of this room. I think it controls whatever's in the center of this room. It's got a slot like the one on the risk atlas. It looks like a perfectly ordinary lead box. Minimal risk. This must be the lead box that Edgar's research note mentions. I have to find out what this is. There's a compartment at the base. I see lots of dusty old notebooks, some old machine parts, and something more useful. A new risk atlas.
So, that's where that Mark III went.
What's this? A movie? You must be Elsie. Look at that, Darwin. She was far more of a risk taker than I am. Oh no! The sinking of the SS Taranga Maru off the Strait of Malacca, 1918. Tramp steamer bound for Singapore. All hands lost.
Do you mean to disobey my orders?
No, sir. It's just that we're bearing directly into a squall, sir. And a hair raiser from the looks of it. Most of our crew is sick with something, and you don't look so well yourself.
Those lubbers will come through all right. Never you mind about that. As for me, I could pilot this ship with half my wits. We've got to cut through that storm to avoid the German warships patrolling the straits.
What warships? We've received no reports that I'm aware of. These evasive maneuvers are wasting fuel, and with so many sick, a direct course for Singapore may be our only chance.
15 ships lost this month.
All in the East China Sea, sir. None this far south.
Otto's out there, sure as I'm the captain of this vessel. South by southeast, Unger, and look sharp, or it's the brig, and no bones about it.
All right, sir. South by southwest it is.
Nothing useful about it. It looks like something was torn away. And I thought the storm at home was scary.
The ship is turning. Who authorized this, Unger? Who are you?
I'm Anna Eberling.
Eberling? Are you a German spy?
No, I'm Swiss.
A Swiss spy? Did you sabotage the radio?
I just got here.
Not Thomas. That is... She most definitely.
No, I did not.
Enough of this! Unger, take the spy to the brig. And her claptrap bird, too. That's tricky.
Okay, I am going to take a moment to panic inside and freak out.
Understood.
Done. Let's escape. Based on the markings, it's used to hold canned food. There's nothing inside I can use. I can reach it. I can reach it. Based on the markings, it's used to hold canned food. There's nothing inside I can use. I can reach it. I can reach it. There's nothing inside I can use. There's nothing inside I can use. I'm not going to sleep on a doomed ship. If you think jet lag is bad, wait till you feel time traveler lag. I can reach it. Huh. If you think jet lag is bad, wait till you feel time traveler lag. There's nothing inside I can use. Interesting. What's the risk up there? Ah, see there? The center section is rusted out. A network of solid pipes. This is perfect leverage. Got it. Darwin, fly back into the ship somewhere and pick the lock on this door. Let's hope the lock isn't British.
But the lightning is looking for Darwin.
Do the best you can. Wait for a break in the storm.
American lock. Very friendly.
Ha! Appears to be a boiler. Probably the hot water supply for the crew. Looks like a serious risk. Didn't expect that. The tanks are reasonably safe. Acceptable amount of risk. Nothing that I understand. Empty cabins, nothing of use. Nice one, Dad. I was expecting smuggled arms or 1,000 tons of dynamite, not donkeys. Interesting. That single donkey over there isn't a risk, but this large group of donkeys is. Does that mean donkeys are dangerous in gangs? Seawater could pour right into these portholes, especially with that storm coming. Any sailor worth his salt would know to close those. Big cute ears. Big bad stench. Wide open, seawater splashing in.
German gunship, strangers, saboteurs, and now a spy on board!
Captain's coming. Hide behind that hay bale. Go.
Search the hold, sailor. We have a spy on the loose. Escaped from the brig.
She's right there, Captain. This spy. I couldn't leave my post, so I was keeping her here for you.
Ack!
Good work. Take Miss Mata Hari here back to the brig and lock it tight.
Well, that didn't go so well, did it?
At the risk of sounding blunt, no, it did not.
They welded it shut. It's locked from the outside. Whoa, that small bottle is trouble.
Careful, not Thomas. It's probably a poison or a corrosive.
A corrosive, huh? There's a shelf behind those boxes. Let's see what we've got to work with.
Caution, not Thomas.
What? What's wrong? I think it's hydro... Oh, I see, it's an acid. Darwin, stay back. I don't want to spill any on you. Really hope we don't get hit by a wave. Okay, hold my breath. Wow, that was amazing. You'd make a great burglar, Darwin. Did Thomas teach you that?
Thomas taught Darwin everything, not Thomas.
My knowledge of Japanese is limited to video games and anime. Open porthole. Open porthole. Interesting. That single donkey over there isn't a risk, but this large group of donkeys is. Does that mean donkeys are dangerous in gangs? I didn't expect that. The tanks are reasonably safe. A little bit of home. It's empty. Most of the crew is here.
Don't come too close, young lady. These men are all sick.
Everyone needs to be on the alert. This is germ warfare. The ship is infested with spies.
The captain's coming. Hide under the stairs.
Doctor, I'm ordering all the ship's crew to keep their eyes open for spies.
Spies? But this is a cargo ship.
I warned you they were coming. I locked one in the brig, and she escaped once already.
She?
Disguised as a boy, wearing a red cloak. Looks like her hair was cut by wolves.
I've seen no one disguised as a boy.
And how do I know you're not a spy, too?
With all these men sick, I wouldn't have the time.
Well, stay vigilant. And get these sailors back on their feet. I need to man battle stations. Attack is imminent.